Okay, so in the second part of this tutorial, since we have already set up the curves from the previous video, we are now going to use this curve to define the shape of the mesh. So basically, we want to create a mesh out of this curve. Okay, so to do that, what we need to look for is the surfaces menu. So this surfaces menu can be found in the modeling menu set. So make sure that you are inside the modeling menu set. Okay, so what we can do here is we can go to surfaces, and then what I want you to look for is this one, loft and revolve. So these are the two tools that we are going to use. Okay, so uh, for this part, we would like this curve to provide the starting point of the mesh. So since this vase will be circular, we are going to make use of the revolve. So basically, the mesh will start in this curve, and then it will revolve uh, around it. Okay, let's try. So I'm going to select this curve, and then I'm going to go to revolve options. Okay, so from here, we want everything to be in default except for the output geometry. So for the output geometry, we would like this to be set to polygons. Okay, so after setting the output geometry to polygons, uh, the type will be set to quads, not triangles. And then for tessellation mode, we always want to choose count. So when we set the tessellation mode to count, we can now define how many polygons will be created in this model. So usually we use around 250 to 300 depending on the model that you are actually creating. So 250, then we choose revolve. There you go. Okay, so as you can see here, we were able to create a vase. So look closely when I try to move this curve. So when I try to move this curve, as you can see, it is still actually connected with the mesh itself. So basically, any changes that we do with the curve will basically will automatically reflect on the mesh that we are creating. So if you want to create any changes, we can actually just uh, go to a control vertex again, and then we can manually move each vertices of the given curve. So that way, we can easily uh, change or remodel our vase. There. So as I have said a while ago, we want that first point or the base to be at the center of the grid. Because if not, look what will happen. So if I try to move this first point or this base point, it will basically produce a hole. Okay, so that's why you want that first point to be at the very center of the grid. So once satisfied with your work and you think that your model is good enough, we can now proceed and delete the curve. So in deleting the curve, so what you want to do here is you want to delete the history. So I'm going to select the mesh created, then go to edit, delete by type, history. So once you delete the history, what will happen is that it will remove any connection of the mesh from the curve. So as you can see here, once I move the curve itself, the mesh is no longer reacting. So that way, you actually have the option to reuse this curve to create other mesh or to create other base, or simply delete it.